Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about VeChain, its valuations against Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the US dollar. With the recent move of Bitcoin of today, Bitcoin's down about 2.5%. Oh, it's kind of bounced. It was at down 4% like 15 minutes ago. But with this recent move, we're seeing that VeChain is down 6% against Bitcoin, breaking the 20-week moving average here. But I wouldn't be too concerned because the 20-week moving average against in VeChain versus Bitcoin doesn't necessarily hold any salt. So disregard that, if you will. Um, against Ethereum, it's interesting. We also got rejected off the 20-week moving average. Um, as you can see here, this last week we rallied 4% to the 20-week and then got rejected. Again, wouldn't put any salt to it because it doesn't really kind of trend with, like, it doesn't use it as support or anything. But what's interesting um, is that we're coming back down, right? The move that we thought would happen from here is not doesn't seem to be holding any fruit. Why? Because if Bitcoin's trending down to the 20-week moving average, odds are altcoins in general are gonna struggle. You can see that with the Bitcoin dominance for the past 2 weeks. It has been rallying, and so because of that, you can deduce that altcoins are not catching up with Bitcoin, keeping up with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's taking up the market share. And so that would explain why VeChain is trending down against Bitcoin, and Ethereum is technically a less riskier asset than VeChain by market cap if we're using market cap, and therefore VeChain is also being outpaced by Ethereum, which explains why the 7.84% downtrend that we're in for this week. For today only, we're down about 5% against Ethereum, and against the US dollar, we're trending down a whopping 17.5% for the week, 8% for today. Um, the 20-week moving average against the US dollar is a little bit more reliable because you could see that um, you can see that we do kind of hold it to some degree, right? We kind of dip below it, but we when we do come back out of it, we do get some kind of rally to ensue. So with that said, we are trending back down to the 20-week moving average. We're currently at 13.3 cents. The 20-week moving average is about 11 and a half cents. So we'll see what happens at this moment here. Odds are, if Bitcoin is trending down to the 20-week moving average, VeChain is going to come back below its 20-week moving average. Just looking at the distance, right? So with that said, VeChain's put on hold until Bitcoin breaks its prior all-time high. I think that's what we're all waiting for. If you're waiting for your altcoins to move, if especially if you're waiting for VeChain to move, I think that Bitcoin needs to put in a new all-time high and kind of chill out there. Um, Only until then will I be kind of bullish on altcoins again. Now that isn't to say that altcoins can't rally, right? There are instances of this. I mean, Avalanche has been rallying despite all this, right? So there are examples in the space where um, you can see it being outpaced despite the environment. But I would say that the probabilities of that happening, or the probabilities that your altcoin is very low. So I think it's easier and simpler for anyone to just kind of assume if Bitcoin's coming back down to the 20-week, altcoins are probably not going to do well. Ergo, Bitcoin's probably the better buy at this point. Um, only until Bitcoin starts to rally again, which also will bring down the altcoin valuations, but not as bad as right now. Right, their U.S. dollar valuations would be fine, but their Bitcoin pairing would probably falter. Only until then would you be kind of gearing up for altcoins, and that would be the kind of situation I would say with VeChain. Having said that, if this is a further downtrend to the 20-week, I hope that VeChain is able to kind of trend back down to the buy region here. If it comes back down to this level here, then I will start buying VeChain. I think that would be a very interesting moment to start buying VeChain. Good opportunity for that. If not, then so be it. I've been saying it for months, but it's important to stick to your rules, right? risk, on adjusting for risk, and kind of just letting risk be your determining factor. Right. I think that anyone here is going to be making at least some kind of money. So it's a matter of reducing your risk, and buying VeChain here compared to here, the difference is risk. Anyway, so VeChain kind of struggling against Bitcoin, something that we would expect. Hopefully, Bitcoin's able to turn it around next week. If not, look towards the 20-week moving average. And when that happens, we could take a look at your altcoins, any kind of altcoin, and then that would probably be a good time to buy, with dollars, or with your Bitcoin. Um, Assuming the fact that you're okay with further downtrend against Bitcoin, because Bitcoin might bounce, and if Bitcoin bounces, then your Bitcoin valuations will probably go down, and heaven forbid Bitcoin breaks the 20-week moving average, and then everything decides to just continue to go down. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.